Ever feel like you're just guessing at what your customers want? Imagine if you could get inside of your customers' minds and turn their feedback into a goldmine of actionable insights. Today, I'm going to share how we do that using 4 types of customer surveys. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to gather and utilize customer feedback to drive your success. Also, I might have a little surprise for you later in the video. Before we started using customer surveys, running our business felt a bit like looking at a treasure map with almost nothing on it. There was a starting point and an X, but there was no path to get to the X from the starting point. But when we started surveying our customers, we learned what they liked, what they didn't like, what they struggled with, and this kind of built a little dotted line that got us from the starting point to the X, where we knew a lot about our customers and could build a peaceful, profitable, predictable business. The first survey that we like to use is the after subscribe survey. The main objectives of this survey is to learn why someone subscribed and what content you should be creating for them. This survey is short and sweet with just 4 questions. Number 1, how did you find my email newsletter? We like to do this with multiple choice. Number 2, what was the number 1 reason that led you to hit subscribe? Another multiple choice answer. Number 3, what's your biggest struggle right now with, and then insert your business niche or focus and have this as an open-ended answer. And number 4, how would you best describe what you do for work? This is another open-ended question. You can embed this survey directly on the confirmation page once someone subscribes, or you can include it in the welcome email they get right after confirming that they want to be on your list. And a little bit of a pro tip here, we don't see a lot of people doing this, but at the end of the survey in the kind of thank you page wrapping things up, include a 50% off discount code for one of the things that you sell and have it be a survey specific discount so that you can track getting new customers through this survey based on that discount. It's a great little hack and people are super engaged at the beginning of their journey. And if they know they want to buy from you and you give them that opportunity to do it with a discount, you're going to get customers faster than you expect. The second survey we like to use is the after purchase survey. This survey is a bit more in depth and we ask 15 questions so that we can learn more about our brand new customer. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through listening to all 15 questions. In fact, this is where the surprise comes in. If you go into the description box below, you'll find a Google Doc or a Notion page. This includes all 4 surveys and the example questions that we ask in them that you can steal and use for your business. No email sign up required. You can just grab those survey questions and start using them today. You're welcome. I do want to point out 3 of the most important questions that we ask in the after purchase survey, and those are the following. Number 1, how did you find out about this product or service? With a bunch of multiple choice answers. Number 2, if you had to choose from this list, what is your biggest struggle in the insert niche that you're in? With another multiple choice set of answers. And number 3, what one thing led you to hit purchase today? What made you say yes to buying? The first question is really helpful at identifying which marketing channel works best for your business and if there's one you should also consider cutting. For example, we learned from this after purchase survey that only 10% of our customers came through Instagram, and Instagram was our least favorite thing that we were doing in our business, so we stopped using it for 3 years and we did not see a decline in sales at all. The second question is great at helping you identify future content that you should be creating for your ideal customers, just like this person who bought. And the third question here is really helpful for you to be able to hear the words and phrases that your customer uses in their own voice to describe why they purchased from you today. One really important tip with this survey is we highly recommend embedding it right on the post-purchase confirmation page. We used to include this survey only in a welcome email, and it only got completed about 50% of the time. When we switched to embedding it on the confirmation page right after purchasing, that completion rate went up to 90%. And the information in this survey is so valuable that getting a 40% higher conversion is very important. And again, you can grab the links to these surveys in the description below, Google Doc version or Notion page. All the questions that we ask, all 15, especially for this survey, are listed there for you to use. The third survey that we like to send is the after launch didn't buy survey. This survey is often overlooked by creators, but it can be one of the most useful at finding out reasons why people didn't buy from you. This is one of the surveys that does require a little bit of pre-setup, so I'm going to go over that very quickly. Whenever we do a launch, we create a link trigger in ConvertKit that tags anyone who clicks through to our sales page during our 2-week launch periods. Then we also have a tag that gets added when someone purchases our WAIM Unlimited program. Just as a quick aside, speaking of WAIM Unlimited, that is our monthly unboring coaching program. So if you like topics like this and you want to learn something new in your business every single month going forward, you can consider joining. You also get an unboring business roadmap that can help you build a calm business. We go over topics like email marketing, sales and promotion, dealing with overwhelm, building out Notion systems. All of it is included at waim.co/join, where you can learn more. As our 2-week launch comes to an end, we then queue up one final email and it goes out to everyone who clicked through to our sales page but didn't purchase. This survey is very simple and just includes one open-ended question. What one reason best describes why you didn't buy? In the past, we used to use multiple choice answers in this question, but instead we actually like the open-ended version because you hear a bit more from people and they use their own language and words to describe why they didn't purchase from you. Oh, also as a pro tip, you can take the answers that people leave in this survey response, drop it into ChatGPT and ask them to summarize and kind of group the answers together for you to give you percentages. This is a great way to synthesize all of that data very quickly and easily from open-ended question responses. Also, it is worth noting that if you are doing a 2-week launch and you're sending a bunch of sales emails, it can feel like I don't want to send one more sales email, but we will tell you this email is one of the most important ones you can send in a launch so that you can learn why people aren't buying from you and what you can improve on in future launches. The fourth and final survey that we use and send often is the offer feedback survey. This survey is really helpful to learn more about the offers that you sell and how your customers feel about them. If you've ever created a product, sold that product to customers, but then never heard from your customers if they'd enjoyed it, this survey solves that problem. We asked 6 questions in this survey, but I'm just going to highlight 3 here. And as a reminder, you can get the example questions in the description below. And again, no email required to sign up. Just take them, steal them, and use them. Question number 1, did you enjoy going through the product or service? That include a rating scale 1 to 10. Question number 2, was the content in the product or service easy to follow, easy to implement, and thoroughly explained in each step of the process? Another rating scale of 1 to 10. And the third question, what could have been improved upon in the product or service? Anything you change or want to see added? And this would be an open-ended question. We like using rating scales in this survey specifically because it really helps show us at a quick glance how effective our products are. And then the open-ended questions in this survey help us see where people might be getting stuck or what resources we should create in the future for these customers. We recommend sending the offer feedback survey in 2 different ways. One, if you send a, say, 4-week email onboarding sequence after someone purchases your product, you could include it in the footer of every email or in a dedicated email at the end of those 4 weeks saying that you want to get feedback from your customers. And the second place would be to embed this survey directly into the product. So if you sell an online course, you would have a lesson dedicated to giving feedback. If you have a page, it might go at the bottom of the page. And if you have a PDF that's the product you sell, it might go at the end of the PDF. And those are the 4 surveys that we see as a secret weapon in our business. The data that we can gather from those 4 surveys gives us a treasure trove of information that we can use for future content, future sales copy, and even future products to create for these customers. We absolutely recommend implementing these 4 surveys in your business, and you could probably get the after subscribe survey done in the next 30 minutes. So definitely recommend starting with that one. Hope this video was helpful for you. Don't forget to grab the Google Doc or the Notion down in the description below. And if you want to leave a comment with which of these surveys you need to implement first, feel free to do that. Also, I've been hearing from some of you that you think this might be a green screen backdrop, but it's not. It's actually just our house. We keep it pretty clean. And yes, these are my pink recording shorts. So there you go, behind the scenes. Hope you enjoyed it.